Oh, Frank, 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 whatever are we going to do with you, young man? Your latest video entitled Thunderfoot Blameless and Nothing But Class strongly suggests that either 1, you have balls that are twice the size of Q-Dragon, or more likely, 2, that you are living in a delusional state so far advanced that you would suffer incontinence for 6 months if you were ever exposed to objective reality. As I said, I'm really leaning towards the latter. One of the reasons that I'm inclined to reject the former is that in the sidebar of your video you say, Dan Mill 23 asked me to make this video, so blame him if you don't like it. No. Dan Mill asked a question and you're answering it with your video. The words and statements in your video are entirely your own, and you need to take responsibility for what you say. Someone with the balls twice the size of Q-Dragon would not try to preemptively weasel out of responsibility for his own words or actions. So I categorically refuse to hold Dan Mill or anyone else responsible for your words. Frank, you, and you alone, are responsible for what you say. With that out of the way, let's move on. First, you display an annotation that reads, "Attention Thunderfoot! If you false DMCA this video, I will counterfile and take legal action against you." Then at the 29-second mark, you suggest that your video could get you suspended because, among other things, some people have a little more pull on YouTube than others. There are 2 delusions here that are glaringly evident. First, you are very seriously overvaluing your own importance. Thunderfoot has never filed a single DMCA claim against anyone for any reason. In fact, go look at the sidebar of one of the Why Do People Laugh at Creationist videos, and the sidebar reads, "The following video is made available to you copyright-free to use for the purposes of education." Now, what makes you think that Thunderfoot would put his reputation on the line and file a DMCA against you, of all people? Do you think that you are such a threat to him that he would willingly surrender the moral high ground of free speech advocacy and fighting DMCA abuse that he has worked so hard to achieve just to silence Frank? Do you really think that you have set such a cunning trap that he will be none the wiser to your scheme and take the bait? Wow. I mean, wow. I really wish that I could have such a high opinion of myself, but alas, I'm afraid I'm just a slave to godless reality. And who exactly has enough pull to get you suspended? Do you think that DPR Jones has some sort of hotline to Jad Hurley's personal cell phone and with one phone call can get you waterboarded? Frank, this is what we call a persecution complex, a narcissistic delusion that everyone is out to get you. It's pretty common among you and your fundamentalist ilk. It's all part of the paranoid conspiracy theory way of life which so many have actually chose to lead. Trust me, Frank, you are not important enough to warrant a transcontinental organized effort to ruin your life. You are not an anointed Christian warrior sent by God himself to bring down the godless conspiracy on YouTube. You run a pro-Christian YouTube channel with less than 500 subscribers. The gist of your video seems to be that Thunderfoot is in the wrong because he gave Venomfang X the humorous nomenclature of poster boy for creationist stupidity, or PCS for short. You seem to suggest that Thunderfoot does nothing but hurl ad hominem attacks against poor, defenseless Christians. Frank, you need to understand what an ad hominem attack really is. It is a logical fallacy only when a personal insult is substituted for an actual argument. For example, when Dr. Answers famously tried to prove that the Grand Canyon was formed by Noah's flood instead of the Colorado River by digging 2 holes in his backyard and then filling them up with water, there were several arguments made against him, such as putting water in 2 holes from a garden hose for 2 minutes cannot be compared to the geological processes that formed the gorge. The fact that you used more water on the second hole actually demonstrates the exact opposite of what you claim to have proved. Your claim that the Colorado River does not have a delta is demonstrably wrong, and even if it wasn't, what does that have to do with how the canyon was formed? Your claim that evolution did not form the Grand Canyon is correct, but no one ever said it did. Evolution is a biological process, and we're talking about geology. After watching this video, many viewers felt resentment toward Dr. Answers and wanted the last 6 minutes of their life back. Furthermore, many viewers of the video felt that Dr. Answers should be castrated as so not to pollute the world with any more of his hideous genes, and they let him know exactly how they felt. But I digress. You see, Frank, there's really no need to explain the concept of an ad hominem attack to you because you already seem to have it down pat.
Our next award is in the category of Bombed at Stand-Up. To win in this category, you really have to bomb in stand-up comedy. And this month's winner does not disappoint. He really bombs. And the winner for this month's Bombed at Stand-Up award goes to Edward Current.
I do believe that the two old farts of YouTube, being DPR Jones and Thunderfoot, together.
Our first award goes to the whiner on YouTube for the month of October. The whiner of the month goes to Thunderfoot. Our next category is the Dipstick of the Month award. In order to qualify for this award, you really have to be a dipstick. And this month's winner does not disappoint. Now I will give this award in honor of Emma Juno, who gave me this idea.
I'm really looking forward to your explanation as to why Thunderfoot is wrong for the PCS quip, but you are not for all of your little childish remarks. And another thing, Frank, aren't you supposed to be the Christian here? Aren't you supposed to be setting the example for everyone else to follow? Under what definition of the term good example are you claiming to set one?
And some suspensions that a user by the name of DPR Jones had, and he implied in this video that somehow I might have something to do with that. He was suspicious of that, or suspicious of me, should I say. I can promise you that I've never used BotBots and I've never filed DMCAs, and I had nothing to do with the suspension of DPR Jones, but that doesn't matter because this individual here, Thunderfoot, he labeled me as that because he was suspicious of me.
Yeah, it kind of sucks when people air their suspicions and then label someone something they are not. So I'm just guessing that you're going to want to start calling people out for making wild and baseless accusations that are designed to do nothing but hurt others. If that's true, here would be a good place to start.
This one user in particular named DPR Jones, someone just sent me a video clip of him asking an underage girl to strip naked on webcam on his blog TV. Pedophilia is a serious crime.